and Kane is pulled down just outside the 30-metre line. West Tigers end of the ground. Pearce right foot, high kick, plenty of hang time. Under it, Brown. Good take, Mitch Brown. Little juggle at the back of it.
Well, he did well to regather that as Lottie Takiri takes the first tackle off the dummy half. Starting to get a little bit of a roll on now on the back of possession. The Roosters. Bo Ryan, his own 30.
So Payton
and Galloway
back to the benches, to the 40-metre line then, and Gibbs, who's been punishing, he stepped around Nuasala, picked up by Waria Hargraves in combination with Nate Miles. Last tackle, Louis, right foot down into that corner over on the southeastern part of the ground. Minicello recovers, taken in ground, taken in field by Ashford. Passed then by Perrott, and running the ball away is Graham. Phil Graham, 9 out from his line. Carney gives it up, and this is Perrott again.
Jake Friend's on, Rabs.
Jake Friend has gone out for James Orbison, I would imagine. Nate Miles is with the ball. That is the change. Friend on for Orbison. And Miles is able to get it up towards 30. Held by Ellis and Fulton. Pearce goes quickly over to the prolific try scorer, Kenny Dow. Tackled out there by Ashford. Big job for Ashford tonight over there. Pearce gets a kick away, but it's a mile too big from Mitchell. It's landed in row 13.
He was trying a difficult kick here, sort of kicking back on himself. He was off balance. And for a right foot kicker to get it down into that corner, difficult to do, especially with Ellis in his face. And Robert Louis just letting Mitchell know that that was a long way out.
Following this match tonight, live from Penrith, Panthers up against Raiders. 2 versus 7. A feast of rugby league live finals football only on 9. You'll see that immediately following this game. And then we'll go to Cogra tomorrow for a 3:30 kickoff. Dragons and Eagles. Louis again. He's doing more tonight than I've seen him do all season. He's really taken a responsibility role. That's Simon Dwyer who's on. He made some mistakes last week. It's Fulton driving in now. And he's held and put away. 7 metres from the line. Farah then. Marshall on the short side. Puts a little kick in and it's fielded. And I thought grasped. Yes, it was by the number 2, Phil Graham. Line drop out there.
So more possession coming for the Tigers. Yeah, I'm a fan of Robert Louis, Ravs. Earlier in the year when he first came into the team, he seemed reticent to run to the line, but he's grown in stature and confidence.
Well, I think they've worked out their relationship, haven't they, Paul? A bit like Canberra, McCrone and Campese.
Yeah.
The
he's
7
a
is more
terrific
the runner.
player. He's now taking the line on. He seems to know he's got a place in the team, and he's had a great last 6 or 7 weeks of the comp.
Well, what I'm seeing tonight coincides with a comment made only in the media last week by Benji Marshall. He rated him way up there, Marshall. And the kid looks like he's taken the injection of confidence from Marshall and put it to good use. Takiri, Farah, Hyington, up to the 20, driven back by Mitchell Pearce. He's such a strong number 7 in defence. And now Bryce Gibbs left out there for quite a period of time by Tim Sheens. And why not? He's been aggressively their best. Louis again running across the ground and decides to press the pedal. He'll play the ball in the middle. 5 tackles gone, 10 away. Farah puts a kick in. I reckon Ashford's offside. It's been battered though. It's been battered dead.
Oh, gee, I thought he could have caught that one. Love another great left foot kick by Farah. Sam Perrott, he's not real tall. He might have maybe had concerns that someone else was coming that he couldn't see, but
I don't think he realised that Lottie Takiri had gone in field.
He probably thought he was coming. He could have caught that easy. Anyway.
Well, I'll go to another level. I personally think the Roosters should have got a penalty. I think Ashford was in front of the kicker and gone inside the 10. That's only my opinion, but I think if you stopped it and looked at it on the right angle, you'd find he was in front of the kicker. The line drop out is good. 53 metres of it. Here's Dwyer, and that's a good tackle. He rattled him up, Ria Hargraves, and he gets a penalty. Marker interfering with man playing the ball.
Well, he got warned about 5 minutes ago, Hargraves. Went on with it again, and this tackle. Gets up, pushes him, and the penalty given.
So just to settle any dispute on Ashford, the boys in the tapes. Young Rowan tells me he was onside. They reeled it back, had a quick look at it. Thank you for that. Hyington will play the ball 9 metres away from the Roosters line. The black and gold, the predominantly black jumper on use tonight from Farah for Louis. A hand up on the inside for Dwyer. I mentioned he had a nervous game last week. He'll be keen to get it right. Louis goes across. Ashford! Ashford! He's over the line, but the corner post is gone. And there's an inquiry on this one too.
No try. Minicello has stopped him. He's come up with the football. They have stopped him from getting it down again. Desperate scrambling defence from the Roosters.
I think he was going to score until the last Rooster got there. Obviously, it is Minicello, according to Pete. He was going to bang this ball down, and Minicello gets there with his knees and legs, and that is no try.
This has been an incredible half, and you can look at it two ways. Of course, you can look at it from the frustration for the Tigers and the excellence of try saving from the Roosters.
Now he's ended up with the football. What will happen here?
Line dropout.
Yeah, because he's stolen it, which you can do in that instance. So there'll be another set of 6 for the Tigers, you'd think.
Well, we certainly don't need any more looks. We know it's not a try. I guess, again, they're just looking to come up with the right restart. But Rabs, you know the rules better than anyone. That's a line dropout.
Well, I think it's a line dropout because Mini's done exactly what you can do, and you both said that. You can steal the ball in an attempt to prevent a try being scored, but then he's finished up with the ball, and I think he's the one that's taken it either to ground in goal or in touch in goal. So it's no try. The restart's important, and he's pointing to the upright, so it's a line dropout Roosters.
Well, Freddie, how are you seeing this one down at ground level?
It's hard to say, Stella. The Roosters just don't look like they're going to be penetrated. What I find is when the Tigers are coming down on their line, they've got a lot of people in motion, but they keep choosing to pass. A couple of times they've actually run. Benji Marshall actually around halfway. Robert Louis nearly ducked in around the quarter. When they dummy and go and have the people in motion, they look a lot more dangerous.
And Nasta gives them good territory with the drop kick. And Galloway is back early. I called him as being replaced just what seems about 7 minutes ago. Farah asks a question.
Yeah, he's out there now for Bryce Gibbs, Ray.
So Takiri to Louis, who looks back to the centre, but then just drifts out towards his right. And he'll play it 22 metres out from the line. Tigers again with an opportunity. Marshall lays it up for Hyington. He hit the shoulder of the number 11 there. Braithen Nasta, 15 away from the line. To the middle of the park, it's Marshall showing it out to Louis, on to Ashford. Surely. Takiri has scored another try at the Sydney Football Stadium. His record here is good.
Well, the only surprise is that it has taken so long. The thing that is not a surprise it is down that side. Paul pointed out early that the left side attack of the Tigers were giving all sorts of problems for the Roosters. Well, they've scrambled on a number of occasions. They've denied Ashford. They've denied Gareth Ellis. Well, on this occasion, after nice work here from Louis to straighten it and from Ashford, they can't deny Takiri.
He that shall not be denied. Lottie Takiri. 5 tries in 4 games at the Sydney Football Stadium. He's just gone over the stripe for the 6th time in his 5th game here, back from rugby union. Welcome back to the Sydney Football Stadium. There is an athlete who's proven himself on both stages. 6 tries in his matches at the football stadium this year. Lottie Takiri, 6 tries in 5 games. Benji with a big job from the touchline. Look at it. Not getting much help from the bloke in red, white and blue. Here's the kick, though, in answer to the critics, and he's got it. Marshalled from the touchline. 6 plays 2.
That was just over the black dot, that one. Beautiful kick. But every time they've gone down there, the Roosters are in trouble. They're going to have to pull some more numbers out there. I mean, seriously, it could be 26-2. It's only the scrambling defence that has kept the Roosters in it. And the Tigers have been in the Roosters 22 times, and only 5 down the other end for the Roosters.
Dwyer. Again, it's Wairia Hargreaves. Now Farah twisted in the tackle. Nate Miles working in defence with Wairia Hargreaves. My apologies for a couple of Graves. Played by Galloway. Now for Hyington. The busiest of forwards. Chris Hyington. Marshall long, Fulton quickly. Daniela offend with the left hand. Then he wants to find the turf. 5 tackles gone for the black and gold. And Marshall puts a banana kick over there down inside the 10. On his line is Minicello. He passes long. And it's taken by Perrott. And he's tackled 11 metres out.
Well, they'll do that, the Roosters. We saw them score a try from inside their own 10 against Manly. Sam Perrott herring away down the right-hand side after they strung together passes. That's confidence there from Minicello. Knowing that you don't want to get caught down in the corner from a kick, he went to the centre.
Played by Linnett. The runners with the 16 for them. Daniel Conn. TAB Sportsbet Tigers $1.95 into $1.65. Roosters $1.80 out to $2.10. Lottie paid $9 for the first try. 1-3-3-3-9-0. If you want to bet live, do so though responsibly. It's gone out to Mitchell Orbison, gone on to Kenny Dow. He puts a kick in very early. Very early. And he's found the line about 15 away. Over on the eastern side.
Well, Anthony Minicello is just motioning to Sean Kenny Dow. He should have kicked infield towards the try line, because you see the number 1 back on the inside. He was onside, and he would have just about, well, no, you can see Mitch Brown coming across. But that man there, he's got 100. He knows how to get across.
Toyota Cup tonight earlier. A major difference in the scoreline to a match that I think was repeated a week ago. Cowboys 46, Roosters 12. 4th played 5th. Cowboys 46, Roosters 12. I think there was a point in it the last time they played, which was only just, I think, last weekend in Townsville. Here's a half break. He's flopped it back. Takiri couldn't get it. 6 more. 6 more is called by Check-in. Oh, Takiri. He ran into a shoulder charge from Wairia Hargreaves again. And a penalty goes to the West Tigers now. It's happening at a mile a minute, isn't it, Paul?
It's been a terrific game. The Roosters are just hanging on. They're trying to play aggressively. Martin Kennedy's blowing up about something. Didn't seem to be a lot in that one.
14 is out there now. That in fact is Martin Kennedy, who Paul was referring to. Farah will take the free kick. Louis goes to the middle of the ground to young Dwyer. And then they go back to Louis, and they go back to the eastern side with Gareth Ellis, who's on report for a tackle on Carney. 34 minutes gone. and Galloway got rid of one, ran away from another. Louis looks at the hole. It closes as he gets there, and Wairia Hargreaves is there to make the tackle with Friend. And the ball is played 20 out. Marshall comes in, there's the inside ball. And Heinington is tackled. Well read again by Wairia Hargreaves. A little kick into the in goal. Graham's got work to do, and he's tackled in goal. How many line dropouts is that?
This will be their 5th. Another 4th tackle kick there by the Tigers. But every time the Tigers go to the line, it's very exciting, isn't it? They're always putting some sort of play on, whether it's a cutout, an inside ball, and the inside balls have been quite successful tonight. Look at this one here. Nearly got through. It was only good covering defence, and then Robbie Farah sees something out wide, kicking for Beau Ryan, as well covered by Graham.
Yeah, they've covered that kick well from Robbie Farah. They know from dummy half he loves that play from close to the line. As the Roosters taking plenty of time to restart. You saw the possession count a mile in front of the Tigers. They'd love to run one in to take full advantage of that before the break. Here's Galloway.
Grayson Astor's line dropout. Not as good as a couple of the others. They started this at the 40-metre line. That's the second tackle. 18 metres away from the line for Takiri to play it. Farah to give it. And then from Louis, back through Payton, back to Marshall. Second man for Brown. Floats it out for Beau Ryan. Ryan, he's over. Beau Ryan has scored for the West Tigers. Shane Haynes to investigate.
Well, we're just going upstairs to make sure of the grounding.
Oh, no, Matt Checken has actually said to Shane Haynes, check something back here. He was standing back the 10-metre line on the junction, and he was yelling out, waving, check something back here.
Obstruction it will be.
Liam Fulton going through. He's fine, no problems at all. There's absolutely no obstruction there. Jeff Daniela can't disappear. He's got every right to be there. That's a try.
Might have actually been just before
earlier.
that. I think it's here. Is it Heinington going through? Really, but that's no drama.
No, well, he's run at the inside shoulder.
Yeah. Todd Carney made his decision in defence. And look at this, there's 4 Roosters defenders there, but they're just a fraction too late. That'll be a try.
They cannot take that off them. Here's the grounding. Did really well, Beau Ryan. He could have ended up over the sideline. Didn't believe that he had enough speed to get over in the corner, so he came back in field. Good control of the football, held onto it tight. And this will be the second of the night.
Well, they've gone away from the matter for inquiry and just looked at the grounding a couple of times. Beau has got, he's going to need a bit more makeup on Thursday night, that's all.
Beau knows how to score a try.
It is a green light. The West Tigers, they go further in front. Look at those bays on the far side of the ground. Stephen Humphries, the CEO, he copped a bit of flack over choosing to come here, but he told me the other day that he was confident that they could, given the bigger ground, outnumber the Roosters supporters. If you count those bays over there, there's 8 bays to 3. Black and gold in front. There he is, the try scorer, Beau Ryan. 29 for his career, and he hasn't given Marshall an easy kick at goal either. Benji again from touch. 25 out. He's having a magnificent game. Marshall, that is. It's on its way. It's coming back, but it's not coming back quickly enough. Marshall misses the conversion of Beau Ryan's try. 37 minutes gone, 10-2 the score in favour of the Tigers. I don't think it's all that unexpected as we watch the Keno replay that Marshall would go up a cog tonight. The Dally M's and all of that, Todd Carney, his opposite number 6, getting all the raps. Suddenly Marshall steps right up to the front of the stage.
No, he's had a brilliant first half, but you know, in the big games, your best players fire, and Benji has fired tonight.
He's Todd Payton coming back towards the 20.
But look, if I was the Roosters, a Roosters fan watching this or at the ground, I'd be a little concerned, but The bottom line is at the moment possession is 60-40 in favour of the Tigers, and that reflects on the scoreboard. It could be a lot worse, but they've hung in there, and Brian Smith, you know, he needs to get to him at half-time and have a chat.
So the West Tigers speeding it across the ground. They've won 7 in a row at their home venues in more recent times. Louis finding Farah, who left Peyton out of it, went looking for Fulton and found Fulton. This is the matchup in the McIntyre system that has provided the most upsets, and it's Louis trying to roll it into touch. Quite happy to just roll it into the or towards the corner post, and Minicello beats Louis, but he doesn't beat Bo Ryan.
Look, to be honest, this is where they've been a bit ordinary, Rabs. In attack, they haven't really busted the line, haven't threatened the line even. It's because of all the defence they've done. They're obviously a little bit tired, not thinking correctly, and they haven't come up with a way to get through the defence. The Tigers' defence has been just terrific.
Roosters inside 20. Narrowly, Friend goes over to Minicello, and he's breasted there and cuddled down into the ground by Gareth Ellis. What a memorable first 20 minutes it's been for Gareth, and particularly for his dad sitting in the stands, out from England to watch him through the final series. 3 times his boy was over the line, 3 times denied. Pulled off a big shot on Carney. It was high. He's on report. It's worth the price of a plane ticket, I suppose, just to see all of that. Here's Hyington with the ball now. Chris Hyington playing the ball for Robbie Farah to give it away to Keith Galloway. And he's up inside the 40-metre line. 45 seconds of the first half to go. Immediately after this game, we're going to Penrith for the Panthers, team number 2, up against Canberra, team number 7. As I was saying, 3 versus 6 has provided the upsets most times under the McIntyre in the 11 years of its history. 6 times team 6 has beaten team 3. Roosters' last game here at the SFS, they were also down by 8 points, 14-6 to the Sea Eagles, you might remember, and they went on to win that game 30-14. Another reason that Roosters supporters might draw some comfort from.
Yeah, they were down 14-0 with 20 seconds before half-time, and the Roosters got a try, and then straight after half-time, and they scored an 8-point try, and it was all over Red Rover. 30 unanswered points. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight, though, but
21 handles, 21 sets, and look at this pass. Bouncing over towards Sam Perrott on the far side of the ground. He plays it on the 30. The siren will sound. Kenny Dowell is with the ball. 21 possessions for West Tigers. They completed 18. The Roosters had 13 uses. 8 uses less, and they completed 11. And the Roosters have made 141 tackles to West Tigers 109. Tigers 10, Roosters 2, live on 9. This happened in the first half. Minicello hurdles Lottie, but look at this. He hits one of the photographers. Now, it all looks so simple, but the photographer has worn part of the camera, I think, and he split the nose, probably broken it, claret from the nose. You never know.
He'll have a story
when
to
it's
tell.
Not safe to go back in the water.
Yeah, he'll have a story to tell the grandkids.
Talking of kids, my daughter, I haven't seen her all day because we've been trying to get back to Sydney. Holly's having her 13th birthday today, Holly Warren. I hope you had a great birthday. I'm looking forward to seeing you after this football match. 13 today. God bless you. Teenagers. Farah on fire. That's appropriate. Marshall. He's been great, hasn't he? Free ad for the battery people. Haven't seen any freebies from them.
You will. You'll push it. I've got to say, I do agree with Brad Fittler. This is reminiscent of 2 weeks ago where Manly were all over the Roosters in that first half. Sean Kenny-Dow scoring just before half-time to give them an 8-point deficit. We all know they stormed home in that second half. I'm sure Tim Sheens has reminded his team that this is a side very capable of doing so.
No McKinnon tonight. Tim Sheens has got a special package on the bench. Murdoch Masila is going to make his debut in the second half, we would think. Ranked as the best thing to come out of Keebra since Benji Marshall by the rugby league guru at that school, that famous school.
What about the half volley there from Robert Louis? That's venturous.
He's playing well. Now Marshall just flops it back there for Ashford. And Blake Ashford to play the ball. 12 metres away from his line. Penrith versus Canberra. Panthers and the Green Machine. After this, live from Penrith, Gareth Ellis, 25 out from his line. 10-2, Tigers in front of the Roosters in 3 versus 6. Tigers, of course, if they win and Penrith get beaten, and then St George Dragons happen to win, the Tigers and the Dragons would get a week's rest and go straight to the preliminary final. And here is a drive on Graham. 17 out from the line from Fulton in the main.
I really like that play to start the second half. Inside the first minute, we've still got Martin Kennedy and Daniel Conn coming back over the 40-metre line. Turn the opposition around, get them on the back foot, and a good chase, and that's what the Tigers have done.
This is Conn.